Hello everybody, my name is Wilder, and if you're anything like me, then you've probably sunk a ton of hours into Animal Crossing New Horizons. You thought it was the best thing ever, and then fell off it really hard and started to wonder why Nintendo took out so much content only to give it back to us bit by bit over a long period of time. Well, other than the holiday events, it looks like that's pretty much come to an end. Nintendo had an Animal Crossing Direct the other day, and oh my gosh! There was a lot of stuff announced for this game, including the fact that this is going to be the last major content update for New Horizons. It's already looking like it's worthy of being the final update though. There's a ton of things to be excited about, so let's get right into it and take a look at some of the stuff that was announced. First things first, Brewster is here. He's back, and he's back in the museum as well, which I love. The Roost is going to be in the museum once again. We'll still be able to have a cup of coffee and even run into villagers again as well. This time around though, you're able to use your Animal Crossing amiibo and amiibo cards to have those characters come and visit the Roost. And sometimes they'll even bring friends with them, which we got to see in the trailer with the Able sisters. I love this idea. I don't own any of the Animal Crossing amiibo though, so I'm kinda sad about that. But if you own any of the amiibo, then invite them. Invite them all, just have a cafe party. Brewster won't mind, he's cool like that. Now, while Brewster and the Roost was the most anticipated and hyped up addition to New Horizons for quite a while, it can seem like a pretty small addition compared to everything else we got. There are a ton of familiar faces that are coming to New Horizons, and it's so exciting, honestly. Cap'n is one of them. He'll be on your island with his boat, ready to sail you to these random islands that'll change every time you go to them. We got to see one of them in the trailer though. This one has vines that you can climb up, by the way, like ladders, but they just stay there. That is so cool. I want to bring a ton of them back to my island and have little vine ladders everywhere. And the cool thing about these islands is that they can even be different seasons or times of day, which I'm so happy about because I love winter at night. Winter at night in this game is so beautiful. And now I can potentially have a little bit of that all year round. But Cap'n isn't the only one who will take you to new areas. If you take a plane from Dodo Airlines, you can go to Harv's Island. Harv was introduced in New Leaf, but his island is going to work very differently to how his area did in New Leaf. First of all, Harriet. Question, am I the only one who was really concerned about Harriet and how Nintendo basically ran Shampoodle out of business with this in-home customization stuff? Because I loved going to Shampoodle and answering random questions to see what monstrosity I'd end up with on my head for the day. Anyway, you can pay bells on Harv's Island to have the shops that usually open randomly on your island, like Kix's shop or Leaf's, to set up shop here instead. And it looks like they'll be here every day, so no more hoping for one of your favorite vendors to pop up shop on your island only to have it be empty. But it's not all just characters that are already in New Horizons. Reese and Cyrus are here too, and they will help you customize the furniture that you are normally not able to customize yourself. And in the trailer, they show them customizing the lighthouse you can buy with Nook Miles. It looks like we're going to be able to customize all the Nook Miles furniture, which is super cool. I wonder if this will end the wave of people asking what color their friends have for certain items. And if you think we were done with the returning characters, think again, because Katrina is here. She sets up her fortune shop and will be able to tell you your fortune for the day. And we can't forget about dear old Tortimer. Tortimer's here, and you all thought he was a goner. You thought this was him. No, he's right here, he's hanging out, and from the dialogue we see on screen for him, he'll let you access your storage while you're on Harv's Island. And I was talking about it before, but my questions have been answered about Shampoodle, because Harriet is more than willing to give you a haircut on the island, which will teach you some new hairstyles that got added to the game. Oh boy, that's it for Harv's Island, and there's still so much more. Something that's coming back that I actually had no idea is a returning feature is group stretches for your island. You can go to a tape deck at the plaza on your island and get all your villagers to participate in group stretching. And it turns out you can participate too, with either button presses or motion controls if you're playing with the Joy-Cons. That's cool. Apparently this was a mechanic, minus the motion controls, that was first introduced in the first Animal Crossing game we got here in North America on the GameCube. I had no idea, but it's actually really cool to hear that they're pulling from much older content. I know there's a few people that'll be happy to have it back, and now we get to experience it too. And since we're in the plaza anyway, if you actually go into the building instead of, just stretching in front of it, and talk to Isabelle, ordinances are back from New Leaf. You can make your villagers wake up early in the morning or stay up later at night, which I am super happy about. I will live in that night owl ordinance, thank you very much. There's also the Beautiful Island Ordinance, which I know was a fan favorite in New Leaf, and the Bell Boom Ordinance. Along with this, Tom Nook will also have more exterior housing designs for you, and you're able to increase your storage even more. The cap has been increased from 2,400 spaces to 5,000. We also have new items to redeem Nook Miles for, and one of them on screen, if you notice, is the Be a Chef DIY recipes. Because cooking is finally coming to Animal Crossing. I know it may sound weird, but this is something that I have personally wanted in the game for a while now. And it's finally here. But not only that. You know I gotta talk about it. You know I gotta talk about it. Farming is here. I know that we already got a little taste of this when we got to grow our own pumpkins last year, but it's been expanded. In the trailer, we got to see tomatoes, wheat, carrots, and sugarcane. It's a whole farm. You can just create a whole farm now. It's so cool. I'm so happy. And if you're wondering what to do with these dishes, you can display them in your house, which looks absolutely wonderful with the steam coming off of them. And surprisingly, you can also eat them. I love this so much. Cooking big meals and having big picnics outside with friends when they come to visit your island, it's gonna be so much fun. Something else you can buy with Nook Miles is the Pro Camera app. You can now walk around with your camera in first person for pictures, and you can set up tripod mode at that angle so you can get in the photo too. I love this. I'm gonna walk around in first person so much. I love the perspective change. Now, when it comes to your house, there are some quality of life features and just overall cool decisions that got me so excited to rip my house apart and start all over again. There is now going to be ceiling furniture that you can hang from the ceiling, like lights or shelves, which, funny enough, I never noticed was not a thing. And something else I personally never thought of as well is that we'll be able to use different wallpapers on different walls in the same room. And one of my favorite changes in Animal Crossing history is coming. If you only have half a space in between two items of furniture, your character will now fit, and you can shuffle on through, or you can stop behind something, sit down. Do you know how long it's been since I've been able to sit in my office desk chair? I mean, I could pull the chair out, but then it would look funny and it wouldn't be close enough to the computer and my immersion would be ruined. I mean, yeah, I could get a chair that would let me sit from the side, but I like the desk chairs with the big arms, you know, and... Wait a minute. Is that what I think it is? The Froggy chair is back? He's returned to us? To top off the housing changes, something I used to do all the time in Wild World is coming back. Your villagers will now invite you over to their houses to hang out, and they can also make a surprise visit to your house. This happened a ton in Wild World, and I loved it every time. It made the town feel just that much more alive, you know? Oh my gosh, there's still like a handful of things I didn't even mention. Like the max number of inclines and bridges allowed on your island is going from 8 to 10. 9 new fence types are coming. Patterns that were previously used for customizing items can now be worn and used as flooring and wallpaper. 11 new hairstyles in total are going to be added to the game. 11 new reactions are coming. There's going to be a new Nook Phone app that will send you helpful tutorial hints every day if you want that, or know someone younger or even older who might benefit from it while playing. New Nook Miles furniture, including a whole carnival set to put outside. A portable storage shed and a portable ATM that you can place anywhere on the island, which will let you access your house storage and bank account respectively. KK Slider, the absolute legend, is releasing 12 new songs, and you can now play all his songs on a music box and it'll transform them into music box versions of those songs. A bunch of new furniture is coming to Nook's Cranny, like this sick gamer setup. There's going to be a DIY recipe for ladders that you can permanently place on your island. You know, like the vines we saw earlier. And gyroids are coming back, apparently. You can also now grow them, like actually water them, and they'll grow. And they're small now, too. You can put them on your table, which I think is super cute. Did I get everything? Like, this is insane, right? Did I get everything? This is huge. This is the biggest update for New Horizons so far, and like I said earlier, it's also going to be the last major update for this game, and it's already proving that it's worthy of being the final update. A lot of people think that this game now surpasses New Leaf in content. Some people might not, but this is a big update. Oh yeah, and how could I forget, if all that wasn't enough for you, there's also going to be a full paid DLC that basically adds Happy Home Designer to New Horizons. It's called Happy Home Paradise. Yeah, Happy Home Designer just got a sequel. Congratulations. It's going to be $24.99 USD, and it has a bunch of stuff. It's basically a little 3DS game tacked onto New Horizons. It's actually so hype and so cool. Go check it out if you're interested. Everything I talked about here today, except for the Happy Home Paradise DLC, is free and will be coming out in a big update on November 5th. And then Happy Home Paradise DLC will be releasing on the same day, November 5th, for $25 US. Something I'm super hyped about though is that if you get the DLC, some of the new housing customization options that are new to Happy Home Paradise will be usable on your island in the base game. A few things like this super awesome lighting system for their rooms, a bunch of atmospheric noises and background sounds you can set to specific rooms, and my favorite thing, partition walls. No more using foldouts or furniture to make a wall in your bathroom or bedroom. You can just make a wall now. There's also a ton more stuff that can come over from the DLC, and just to the DLC as a whole. And if you want my opinion, I think it's actually a really nice price if you think about it as a 3DS game like Happy Home Designer was. But I never actually played Happy Home Designer, so Happy Home Designer fans, let me know if you see any huge differences or changes, or if you notice anything missing, because I'd love to know how it stacks up. And to everybody, let me know what you think about this huge update as a whole. There's so much here, and from the people I've already talked to about this, everyone I've talked to says they're gonna pick up Animal Crossing again, so I mean, it's like a new Animal Crossing's coming out all over again. But yeah, let me know what you think, because that's going to be all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and as always, I will see you in the next one.